Boom. There we are. Alrighty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David? Now, tonight, or this morning, I am just tidying up a few bits and bobs on the Corsair before moving on to the photo etch. This is the nuts and bolts. It should all be fairly straightforward. A quick heads up, I have got something baking in the oven as we speak. So fairly early on, I'm going to have to go and have a goosey gander as to how they're traveling. Swap a few things over, but that shouldn't interrupt too much our overall progress. This is the hope. Alrighty, let's do this, peeps. Let's do this. Now, in fact, smells like those ones could be close to being done. Anyway. Oh, fuck yeah. This is a new coffee that I purchased recently. I've come to really like it. Now, moving the camera around. Now, there's a few colors I wish to add on a few things here. Oh, here's something else we can get stuck into, I tell you. So yeah, alrighty. There's quite a few little bits and bobs I wish to add detail to. A color I'm going to need. In fact, two colors I'm going to need. And we shall get them out now, obviously. Now, one is the undercarriage color, which is called Air Superiority Blue. Now, Dunkelblau, medium sea, dark sea grey, olive. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There's that one. And the next one I want is, excuse me, an acrylic red. I reckon will do the job for us. Once I've gotten that out, I forgot to put these away. I'll just get them out of the way. I'm going to go and I reckon those other biscuits I was talking about are done. That will do us. And then I'm going to, there's still one rag in there though. Now, that's where, because that's the points I wanted it on. Good. Now, give me a very quick moment here, boys and girls. I'm back. Now, I'm going to quickly scooch off and get those biscuits moved around so they don't overcook. What the oh, that's what. There was something caught under that. I've got a plastic mat down now. Something was caught under it and I couldn't see why I wasn't moving it. Now it made sense. Anyway, I'm going to check those biscuits. Back in a minute. Nice. They were indeed done. They're looking pretty damn good, I've got to say. Now, first I'm going to head out with this. hit with a bit of dark grey. Do I need to get that out? I believe I do. Okay, that's fine. But first, our red. Now, I thought so, yeah. Pin required. Around here somewhere. This I know because I couldn't find them when I was looking for them yesterday morning, and then I spotted them going, oh, there they were. Just so. Yeah, yesterday morning, right there, in fact, you can still see it. I woke up and, well, when I woke up, I found this, what was kind of like a pimple on my hand. And I wanted to get a pin into it so I could, well, squeeze it as you do. I couldn't find it. I ended up using my micro drill. It worked. You can't drill through your skin. What can you? What can it do, eh? Now, oh. Yeah, I get that way. I get those sorts of reviews from my cookery, actually. In general, it's yeah, I'm pretty happy about how they're smelling nice. Those ones, I must say, and that's usually a pretty sound indicator. Oh, Rob, fuck's sake, big boy, left the bloody goggles. Oh, fuck's sake. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Have to get up again. Oh, hey, Bassman, how you doing? I'll just flick the link up. I've got to go grab my goggles. I was moving things and organizing things. And as you do, and then, of course, they're not where you think they are. And no, they are not. But they won't be far away. Now, here we go. Here we go. Now, a few more little bits of detailing I want to get done and dusted. There we go. Say hello to Basswoman. And there we go. How you doing?
Good morning, sir. How are you and David doing?
I am good. I'm very good. I just going to do a few more little bits and bobs. Then I'm going to get onto the photo etch at the moment. I'm also got some baking in progress.
Oh yeah, what we got in the
oven? Some date banana and oat biscuits. It's
now when you say biscuits, you just talking about just regular biscuits, or they got something inside of them?
Well, they're more cookies than biscuits, really, I guess.
Oh, okay.
In terms of, because they're filled with, randomly, admittedly, bits of banana and oat and date. I guess that puts them more into the category of cookies than biscuits, if you follow me.
Yeah. Yep.
But
are they like vanilla flavored or ginger or something like
that? Date, banana, and oat.
Banana and oat. Okay. Hey, that's a good combination.
Yeah. Now I've added a bit more. Oh, my camera has. If I touch the wrong part, I have to re-enter the code too. There we go. So I've added a bit more color to that prior to the photo etch going on.
Yeah, man, that was good.
So, and I'll also put some, give me a moment, here it is, on the very, very top of yoke. To create the button effect. Yeah, there we go. So you can go, boom.
Oh, wow. Man, that's attention to detail.
There's a little touch here I need to just, there we go. Yeah, so that's that one done. And that's that color done. Now, dark gray. Then, actually, there's a few things we can do with our bits and bobs here. Actually, I don't have to go straight for the dark grey. What I'm going to do next is part of the spinner cover. And that will be this colour. And that's this part here. Oop, I need to, there we go, this part here. Or at least a large part of it. What I'm going to do, as you'll soon see.
That's the front part of the engine, correct?
Not so much the engine as the propeller. The propeller goes like right in front of that.
Oh, yeah, this piece right.
So it's sort of like that bridge area, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the same piece you got right there, right?
Yeah. That's the one.
All right.
Now,
I done mine in like aluminum, and I guess those are like electrodes coming off of it. I done them in red.
I don't know, but my paint just squirted out in a manner most heinous. Doesn't matter. Now, by the smell of things, I might want to go and check my bickies because I reckon this last batch is close to done now. Yeah, I'll check them out in a minute. Maybe just come around here.
So I'm watching Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Quagmire had been in his house for several weeks straight, and he'd been on this Tinder dating site. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
He's sitting there in a pair of
become full Gollum style.
Have you seen that episode?
I've seen parts of it, yeah. And he gets fully obsessed.
Yeah, he does. Poor man, skinny as a rail.
As only Quagmire could in such a situation.
In his leopard Speedos.
Yes.
Steadily strolling.
Swipe left. No. Take away the white sun. Yeah.
And Peter and the wheelchair cop, what's his name?
Joe.
They come to his house to rescue him. Yeah. And there's stuff all over the furniture, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I saw this fantastic British comedy sketch where pretty clearly there's been a crime. And I've got to go check my biscuits. I'll continue this tale whilst I do that. There's been a crime in a bedroom. It's quite possibly a sex crime sort of a style. and this female detective, rocks up. And she's later than her partner who's arrived, and he starts saying, "Don't mean to interrupt your social life," sort of attitude. And oh yeah, they're done. And anyway, so as they stand there surveying, the carnage in the room, he said, "Well, I guess it's time to turn this one," and branches the UV light that looks for the semen stains. So he flicks it on, and then he looks over to his partner, and she's got streaks all over her face.
Damn it, man.
And he just pauses, and she looks up and goes, "What?" I was like, yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Dripping.
Now, here we go. For reasons I've never been able to ascertain, and get this completely off, getting back to modelling, heaven forfend. It appears that these spinners are always this sort of blue. Why that is, I couldn't tell you. Now, we'll get into there a bit.
When you say spinner, what exactly are you talking about?
I believe the spinner is the term for the thing that actually rotates the propeller.
And the pieces coming off of it on the outside edges, you said, are normally blue?
Apparently, yeah, from all the pictures I've ever looked at, and this is almost universal. As to why that is, I couldn't tell you.
Huh.
But it's obviously a different mechanical part, and that's all well and good. But as to why specifically there is a different color, you tell me. Anyway, I've got to start on this one. So there's the blue parts. I'll be hitting, obviously, those two bits there with aluminium, a couple of other colors there. Yeah. Now, clean this brush. What other colors did I want to go with? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. First, I'm going to go for some dark gray and then some natural steel. And then I am going to go for some undercarriage color. Actually, here's something that may interest you a bit, Bassman.
Okay.
As far as the difference between your undercarriage color and the undercarriage color I'm using. Because the undercarriage color I'm using is, give you a moment to do the shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake my paint up. Very poorly mixed, but rough. You can see it's a very distinct light blue.
Oh yeah, that's sky blue right there. Yeah, that's Well, without shaking mine up, I don't know if you can. About the same
Okay,
color.
you've got a similar sort of a blue going on then, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I painted under the bottom of the wing of mine with. I got the very bottom of the plane and the part underneath the plane where the wings fold up white, and I got the back small wings on the bottom white.
Yep. There's all sorts of little variables and stuff, Yep. I believe mine are pretty much universal. Mine is universal pretty much that on the undercarriage. Now I'm after dark grey, I am. Let's see how we go. And this is actually the blue that I'll be using on the upper areas.
Okay.
It's a very dark blue.
Let me go grab the can I used. Tell you what color mine was, because mine's actually matches just about the color I think it's supposed to be. Hang on.
Aha, dark grey.
Okay, here's a blue I used for.
Oh yeah.
It's called Navy.
Yeah.
That's the color of the cap. I don't know if you can, how good you can see that.
Oh, pretty well.
But yeah, that blue from the pictures I've seen pretty well matches up with the top color.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty pleased with that.
I'm just having a look here at the rear wheel. Actually, I might not worry about that later. Get on to what we're doing right now. Okay. The reason I worry about that later is because I realise I haven't actually hit that one with the surfacer, which is remiss of me. But I can still get other shit done. This I will now do.
Dum, dum, dum.
That's it.
What else you got today?
Today, I got my swimming lesson. I'm catching up with a friend for lunch.
Oh wow!
I've got my bass lesson, and I've got a German lesson. It's a busy day.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I'm actually concerned that when I start running a business, it may get in the way of all my activities.
Oh, it will.
And, you know, that's just downright unsporting. People should know to operate around me.
Yep, that'll happen. That'll take place.
But never mind. These are the trials and tribulations.
Of
Actually, in
life.
truth, it probably won't affect a lot of what I do that much if I play my cards right. Because some of it I'm doing from home anyway. So I should be able to tidy that in. Fitting it all in around volunteering at the zoo. Fishing.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun in itself, right there.
Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Looking forward to that.
The only zoo next close to us is in Asheville, and it got hit by that bad storm and pretty much destroyed.
Oh really? That's awful.
Yeah, it was. A lot of all the animals, as far as what I know, were okay, but I don't know when it's going to open back up.
Yeah.
It'll open back up.
That's a shame. Yeah, we got in Adelaide.
Bad where I live at. Everything's so damn far away.
Yeah, well, there is. Yes, there would be. One of the things that's good about being in Adelaide is there are two zoos you can choose from. Albeit that the one I'm volunteering at is 40 miles out from the central business district. That's the full safari park deal. Whereas the other one's a more standard sort of zoo sort of scenario.
Right.
But ultimately, we live in an area where there's like options on that. You can even, if you want, over here there's a place called Clearland which is more just native animals. It's a conservation park. And of course, you go up there and you can see dingoes and roos and all sorts of critters. So in a sense, you've got 3, which is kind of cool. Now, what I did there was just, where am I? Yeah, in there, I've added a little bit of dark grey for the springs.
Okay, yeah, I done mine. I think I done mine black. I'm gonna go back and redo my wheel stems.
Now, what I'm going to do next on the wheel stem, or stems plural, a little bit of this for what I envisage as being a gas bottle for sort of like, you know, they've got the gas thing for the suspension sort of caper.
Right.
That's what this is going to be. Now, then I'm going to do a little bit of work with some metals. Because what I'll be doing is finishing this nose area, and while I'm doing that, I may as well attend to any other areas that might require those colours.
You're gonna work on your B109 today?
Pardon?
You're gonna work on the other aircraft today? You beat what, B109?
Not today. I might actually see how we go for time. It's a thing of if I get the painting complete, because of course I've got my swimming lesson to consider. Need to get ready for that. But if I've got, depending on how I go for time, yeah, what I'll do is I'll probably get started on getting the canopy on the P51.
Okay.
Because that's the last step now. Now the trick with that one will be that, and I can actually quickly show you. You'll notice that on the canopy here, there's a hole drilled, and there's a reason for that. Yeah. And it's because on the box, the cable goes from the back of the seat through the canopy to the tail.
Really?
Yeah, don't ask me what the dealio is with that, but if that's how it rolls, that's how it rolls. So what I'll do is I'll thread through there first, probably attach to the seat, position, bring it out to the tail. There's a bit of fiddliness going on with that, as you can imagine.
Do you use what, thread for the cable, or does it come with a cable?
I use model casting. I'll show you what I use in a minute. Give us a tick while I do these here. But yeah, I use stuff called model cast and rigging wire. Oh. And I got onto that via a guy who I follow on Instagram. And I noticed his aerials always looked great. They really did. I said to him, what's the dealio with that? And he said, well, what I use is this. And that was actually how I got onto crystal clear as well, ultimately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's how he... that's what he uses to bind, because, of course, you can't see it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And then I also discovered that crystal clear is what you use for your photo etch. So, and then when I discover what else you can do with it as far as filling gaps and creating windows and in time, it became my go-to. Well, for certain things at least.
Right.
And anyway, but yes, I'll use this little rigging wire. It costs a bit to get, but that's more of an initial outlay thing because it lasts for ages. Give me a moment. Once I, like I said, once I finish this other bottle and giving you a zoom in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, starting to come together, people. Into here. And as you can gather, as far as rigging stuff goes, it's great. It's slightly stretchable. There is this other stuff called Easy Line, but I found that way too flexible. It's almost elastic.
Oh,
Which
really?
is not what it, yeah, which is a bit too much. It could just be that I'm heavy-handed, but ultimately I find model casting better and easier to use, so that gets my jersey. All right, so what I've done there is create sort of like, yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the bottles coming along. Now, goggles off for a moment. Rinse brush. And then and zoom out maybe. Then I should be able to find the model cast very easily. Now, it is worth noting that depending on the size of, it comes in different diameters. So I suppose depending on the scale you're working with would affect the
Oh, absolutely.
what you would use.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Now, give me a moment. I think it's in the second drawer, actually. Ah. Is it easily to find? It is. Winning. Boom. This stuff is what I use. I'll take it out from and see if I you, of course, it drops out. Now, here we go. Here's the length of it. I don't know how well you're going to see that, but it does. It's, if I get a, here we go.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
All right, now, you can see it's got a bit of resilience to it. It does stretch a little bit. Most aerials are not taut anyway.
Is it almost like a real lightweight fishing line?
You could use that. Look, what I first did, when I first started doing aerials, I did what's called sprue stretching. If you've ever seen that.
I know what you're talking about, but I never tried it.
It's not that hard. Look, the bigger issue with sprue stretching is consistency of diameter. Give me a moment. Let's see if I can. I can. Here we go. Give me a moment. You can see some in action, mate. And you'll see what I'm talking about as far as the failing of it, as far as consistency of diameter, all that sort of shit.
All right.
That's the technical terminology, that sort of shit. Now, so you get your lighter. I'll get this out of the way for a moment. And
heat it up and pull.
now once it bends, because of course that's the trick. So keep it catches fire a bit more. But you see, that'll happen sometimes. It'll snap.
Oh yeah.
So you know, it's a very. That's probably a bad. Yeah, it's not. Give me a moment. I can find more. There's plenty of bits of sprue around here, I tell you. Why? Because I'm a scale modeler. Here we go. I'll try using that bit. Actually, that bit would be better. We'll use this. 1, 2 und 3. Now, let's see if I get it happening this time. See, that's the other thing. It's a bit tricky. You want to gradually make it melt. You don't want it to fully.
Yeah, get just hot enough where it will stretch.
Yeah, and you can see again, it's. You can get quite a length going, as the bishop said to the choir boy. Now that would be actually probably long enough for some aerials, or some rigging, depending on what you're doing. But again, as you can see, it is in essence a pain in the ass. I'm being a bit sloppy because it's been a long time since I've done it, because I bought model casting. Story ends, you know. So that's sprue stretching, and again, once you've stretched it out, it's going to be thinner at some points than at others. And if you don't have to do that, if you can get now model casting, you can get online. That's how I got mine, because my hobby shop didn't stock it.
Yeah, I probably bought it online as well, because I know Hobby Lobby probably don't carry it, because they didn't carry that no oil.
I can guarantee you they wouldn't carry it, mate, because like I said, my hobby shops here don't. And I did some searching. Rest assured, I did searching. Yeah. At the end of the day, my good friend, the internet, came into play. Yeah.
Winning.
Now we will go a bit of natural steel. We shall for our next maneuver, which is again a pretty small and trivial one. Yeah. But its effect is the drill. What I'll also get onto at some stage, once I've got all this properly detailed, I will of course hit that with Nuln Oil.
Yeah, I've got to order some of that.
Yeah, that may be another. I'm lucky in that my go-to hobby shop does supply it, because they do a lot of Citadel products. I guess that's because they're generally used by people who do figures, and they do a lot of that sort of thing there. So I guess, you know, now natural steel. I first want to go into here.
My engine's trying to be a pain in the ass. Trying to get a couple of the parts glued together so I can paint it and weather it and touch it up some, but there we go.
Yeah. It's hang on, there we go. Now,
there we go.
To there. There we go. In a minute, I'll be able to give you a zoom in on what I've just done here.
Damn it.
Bit more. All right. What I did there was just to, hang on, bring it up nice and close. So you got bronze, natural steel, and then the white of the bottle.
Move it over a little bit. Oh, okay. There you go.
So yeah, trivial details that probably no one will ever notice.
But we know it's there.
That's the one.
What part is that? Yours is a whole lot more detailed than mine is.
That's part of the wheel well, front wheel well. Once I've done a little thing down here, I'll show you on the map where it goes. Or the assembly sheets rather. It's not so much a map as assembly sheets.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
But it goes, and in fact, an easier way that might be to show you, give me a moment while I just show, because it actually goes on part of the wings that form the wheel well on mine.
Oh, wait a minute. Yours is a Tamiya kit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why. That's why
Really
yours is
different.
detailed.
Almost here with this part. And then it just comes down to the undercarriage color. A friend of mine who does armor, like that's all he builds is armor, pretty much these days. Only builds Tamiya kits because he finds that he knows that, well, he feels confident in knowing that they will be sound and solid, and he yeah, that's his go-to. He will not, but it's very rare that he will purchase something else.
Huh.
Now that said, I think there's plenty of other really good manufacturers you can go to.
I mean, Rebel, they build nice kits, but
Revel are fine. I'm happy with them.
some of their details are a little lacking.
Airfix are good these days. Another one there's a few I'm quite a big fan of, and would happily go to, but Tamiya are good. I'll grant him that. Tell you what a manufacturer I do want to get a kit from, and that's Ryefield.
Ryefield? I've never heard of them.
They're a US company, and they only do armor and vehicles, but mostly military.
All right.
But their shtick, if you will, is their armor is all that in a bag of grits. They do, for example, one kit that I'm very keen to give a go on, and it's a Tiger tank with a clear hull.
Oh, wow. So you can see the inner workings of it.
You can see the engine. You can see the cabin. So you could go to town on that.
Yeah, I bet that's pretty nice.
And the question I would pose is, why wouldn't you go to town on that?
Absolutely.
So yeah. And what's more, to add to the joy, do you know who Michael Wittmann was?
Tell me a little bit about it. I'll tell you what I haven't known.
Well, he was widely regarded as the tank ace of all time.
Huh.
Now, I have a bad feeling that he may be, or may have been, an actual card-carrying and ideologically believing Nazi. Beyond that, as far as a skilled, the person with great skill in his area, he'd a man. And basically, the tank with the clear hull comes with his markings.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
cool.
So to my mind, that sort of adds to the joy, you know.
Absolutely.
Now, what I did there is just these little bits there, adding a little bit more. So now I've gone there. What my next point is along there, and in there, and down there, we go the fuselage color.
Nice.
It's all starting to happen, peeps. Now, something else I will do to the best of my ability here. Yes, where they go. Give me a moment. Wings are... Where are they? No, they're out of reach at the moment, I think. So I think I've got them over on a different table just to keep them conveniently out of the way. Which is eminently sensible, but a pain in the ass right now. Hang on. Wait, no. Here they are. Now, those parts go in there. Those curved parts that you're asking about?
Yeah.
They go in there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, look at her beveled up. Mine's not beveled up like that.
Yeah, right.
Mine's just flat.
Now, what I also want to do here, in this color, very quickly, up the top here. Because that's going to be visible. Actually, I can't do that. I was toying with the idea of cutting the sprue that's directly above it off. And then I realized if I do that, I'll cut the piece off the sprue, which would be subpar.
Yeah, I've learned the hard way to pay special attention to what I'm cutting off.
Yeah. Yes, it can all end in tears.
You can cut off all you want, but you can't add.
Yeah. There we go. Now, we'll also come from... that's a more convenient angle to come from now that I see it. There we go. Now, and then we'll come around the back there a bit there. Just to make sure it's all nice and pretty. Give it a pretty little mouth. There we go. Oh, and probably down the side there for good measure. Because it behooves me. And then they'll be looking very pretty. Yes,
So I'm painting my spinner blue now. You talked me into it.
Now, next on this side, we go into here.
Red.
All right. Almost done with these. That's good. In fact, I'm traveling very well on all the detailing here now. Pretty happy with that.
So you got me kind of wanting to bake something. I've always wanted to make a angel food cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just takes sugar, self-rising flour, and milk.
Yeah.
I can tell by it's just something simple, you know.
Yeah, simple is good.
Yeah, especially the first time.
Something that a friend of mine says I should make, and I'm not. Parts of this I could certainly do, but there is an inherent problem, and I'll get to the point shortly. A friend of mine was saying that I should make a Black Forest cake. And I could certainly do the cake and all the bits and bobs. The thing that would kill it is the amount of time and effort required to decorate. And that's an important part of how the flavor comes out.
Oh.
Yeah. Because if you have a good look at one of those cakes, what you'll see is that the way the chocolate layers in the decoration will affect how much of whatever you get on the flavor front.
Okay.
So it's an important part of the cake's taste. Right. Step one. I need to put more of that blue on. But that's okay. I'll get onto that. In fact, I can do that next without slowing down on what I'm also working on. That's a bit good. Aha. Now we're doing on the time front. Pretty good overall. Oh, hey Rob, how you doing? I've got there's two Robs on here, not just me.
Two Robs. More the merrier.
Indeed. Hope you are well. So it always sounds a bit funny using one. Although I did used to play on a rugby team with a lot of Robs. We have to be named. I was Robbie.
Rob 1, Rob 2.
Indeed, it was a decision that was made whilst I wasn't present one night because we all went by Rob and we said, "Well, this is subpar. How are we supposed to operate on the field?" And the guy who was first to the club claimed Rob by virtue of the fact he was there first. And you can't really argue that point. And there was, or one of the others already was quite happy to go by Bob. So he was Bob. I scored Robbie because a lot of the Samoans already called me that. And there was this guy from Zimbabwe, except he was so. Let's just here we go. Do you know what it used to be called? Zimbabwe, that is.
What's that?
Lodisha. And when it's called Rhodesia, you think more apartheid sort of a mindset. And he called it Rhodesia.
Huh.
Yeah, he wasn't. He had a few rather challenging racial attitudes, shall we say. And as such, he scored the rather formal Robert. Because, yeah, he wasn't real popular with a lot of the Samoans anyway. Keep it formal, shall we?
Why do that?
And that's the way it rolled. Things, however, were not assisted by the fact we also had a rod to contend with. Anyway, so yes, Rob, what are you into building, mate? Do tell. We're both myself and Bassman are working on Corsairs at the moment. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, we do get around there, don't we? Oh, I'm glad you found that useful, mate. But yeah. Now, what's my next one that I want to? That's what I want to do. Wouldn't mind getting a bit of white on the back of that there, or ivory rather. I want it slightly dulled. We'll go with this one. It's it down. Moving on in. We're going to come into here and there we go. And then there will be two other bits to do on this, and that will be the spinner done. And then we shall, actually I might come from this angle. Yeah, that's the ticket. Pi A some oily steel on these two. I'll be perfectly straight with you. I'm not quite sure what they are, but they look like cylinder things. I believe that's the technical term.
We'll go with that. Works for me.
Yeah. I know what I'm on about. Yeah. Almost done.
So your swimming lessons take place at a school or a aquatic
Yeah,
place?
well, it's an actual swimming school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's its function per se.
Oh.
I think the general, for the most part, they teach kids because, of course, not that many adults go for swimming lessons. Which I think's a little strange myself. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Anyway. There we go. We're getting places with this. So what I've done here thus far. Right, now I just want to do those two bits there. Oily steel. And that will be completed.
Yep, the pistons.
Now. Zoom out. Gogs up for a moment. Now, with all of this, done, it's now, or will be, time to get the undercarriage colour on. Depending how we go for time, looking fairly sound thus far. And I don't need to get undercarriage colour on too many parts in truth. It's mostly just the wheel stems. And the wheels themselves, perhaps, would be a good idea. Who would have thought, eh?
Who'd have thunk it?
That's it. Now, we will go. What was I looking for? That's it, oily steel. That's natural steel. I want oily steel. Oily steel, oily steel. Now, and then, actually, whilst I'm mixing that up, I might as well give this a bit of a burl, because I'll be heading to that way directly. But I'm pretty happy already with the amount of stuff I got, or the point of proceedings I'm at, because I'm now pretty much at the point where I can start getting onto the photo etch. And I'm pretty chipper about that. And I'm mixing the wrong bloody paint. Dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Al-Sad. Never mind. Let's fix that, shall we? Never mind. Dearie me. Well, at least this is the right paint. Alrighty. Now, this and splitch. Come on then, splitch. Oh, you little. That'll be plenty. Now, boom. In we go. Cover me, kids. I'm going in.
Careful.
Into here. Ooh. Now. No, I won't. I was noticing there are some bolts there. I toyed with the idea of highlighting them. But that could be a level of modeling masturbation that even I'm not willing to go to.
Oh, man, come on now.
I know, but I've already been warned that some of my behavior will make me go blind. I don't need to take it too far now.
Yeah, that's what Daddy used to tell me.
There used to be a program over here called the Gillies Report, and Max Gillies was a comedian, and he would impersonate various political figures and obviously parody them. And sometimes he'd do the Pope.
Huh.
And the big line was, "Listen to your Pope. Stop it, or you'll go blind." And then usually he'd start trying to make sure he could feel his way off set adequately. But yeah, listen to your Pope. Now, there's a great scene in. You ever seen Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, but it's been a long time ago.
There's a great scene. I don't know if you recall. And what I've done here. There we go. So there's the spinner. There's this great scene where the Doctor is traveling across. Oh, nice one. He's traveling across first America and then the European continent. And basically, in each, it's 3 shots of him in different countries. And in each of them, he's just merely sitting down in a train, reading a paper, minding his own business. And in the first one in America, and in each of these scenes, there's a couple having the same, what is in essence the same discussion. In the American one, the wife is saying to the husband, "I caught him 3 times yesterday, Harry." "Well, let him. And then I can't remember what the next language is, but ultimately that you get the whole drill. But in essence, that's the whole conversation across all continents.
Yeah, man.
You got to say, yeah, that's pretty funny. And let's not be shy, a very accurate portrayal of teenage years.
Yes, sir.
Now, next, we've got a bit of time on our hands. That's rather convenient, that is. Because, oh, fuck yeah, coffee.
Compact little booger it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice one. That looks good, man. That's great.
Blue, and I done the little wire come off yellow.
Nice.
There's a
very pretty.
Thank you. That's what I've been doing all this time.
Well, it has been time well used, good sir.
Yes.
Now, here we go. Finish mixing this up, and then we'll hit the wheel stems and get them finished. We can even start getting onto the wheels, but a lot of that sort of painting can wait.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, man. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty tidy work he's done there, isn't it? So, yes. Anyway. Now we look at on the mixed front here. Not as mixed. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just being particular. Me, particular, never. Oh, what if I just knock it over there? Oh, nothing important. Now, where are... Here we go.
32 ounce Dr. Pepper, 10 ounce bladder. Don't go long. Now, the inside part of the engine housing, is that supposed to be yellow or green?
Green, to my understanding.
Okay.
I'll show you what I've done with mine. Bring. Boom. That's the color I've got on the inside of mine.
Okay. About the color green I got right here. That's kind of a yellowish green, ain't it?
Yeah, that's more of the zinc chromate green, the yellowy green. Do you mean, in fact, I can even find a part that I have that is zinc chromate conveniently. But, dearie me.
So I got German cam dark green. How the hell did I get 3 dark greens?
Very easily, mate. You're talking to someone who has multiples of some of the same colors sometimes, because I think, oh, I'm sure I've run out of that. And I haven't.
7979. Yeah, all 3 of them. Damn it, man.
Huh. But yeah, to my understanding, now be aware, a storyteller's note here, in the actuality of it all, you don't really see that much of the inside of that anyway.
But I'm like
But I
you.
believe it is meant to be
I want to know
interior
what's there.
green.
I'm like you. I want to know what's there.
Yeah.
And just like the engine, it's going to be covered up. But hell, I've even gone and weathered.
Yep, totally. I'm there. Now, yeah, the thing is as well that one of the other things is if you've got a darker thing against the engine, it tends to bring the engine up more.
Right.
That's my opinion anyway. Or belief. And it makes sense because you got a darker thing against a metallic.
True.
That's my theory there. Now, here, we simply go. Happy, joy time. Because these are coming together. All right. One. Ah. Now, yeah, these are going to look very nice, actually. I'm pretty confident.
I like the way my engine cowl came out. That's really nice. I done the yellow on my propeller and on the engine cowl.
Nice.
I don't know what it represents, but I just done it because I liked it. And I saw reference pictures of it.
Well, depending on the markings, yes, that is how it was. It's a very... When it comes to insignia and markings, beyond... Unless you're doing a specific pilot, so many different ways you can actually do markings,
Now to get those yellow lines like I did, that was a bitch taping all that up front and back.
Oh, yeah. It is a righteous clusterfuck.
That it was. But after it dries, you untape it, you're like, hell yeah, it was worth it.
Oh, yeah. But I would say, because I know that some people mask up their canopies like that. And all I can realistically say to that idea is nah. That's
I'm really pleased.
Way too hard in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'd much rather just do them by hand.
Well, I'm rather pleased with the way my engine turned out.
Yeah. There we go. A little bit lower on that one.
You think this day and time that damn airplanes and jets wouldn't still be so damn loud.
Well, there's a curious thing. They've certainly managed to make cars plenty quiet.
I've never really understood that.
Why they're so loud?
Hell yeah.
I don't know, but there is here's a line of thought for you on that one. There's a movie about the dam busters, and there's this quite hilarious scene because, of course, they've got to had to practice extensively about flying in structure, low over water, sort of a caper. They did a lot of practice over dams and things. And there's this great footage or scene where there's this guy writing a letter of complaint to the War Ministry, complaining about the fact that he keeps his geese up at night. And you can see as they're flying low, the Lank engines are causing the house itself to shake.
Oh, I can imagine.
And yeah, the wife's there basically doing that. I don't think it's going to make any difference, Harold. No, it is not going to make any difference.
Wow.
They are not going to care. But I mean, yeah. One of the things that I found, because when me and my mate, because the Dam Busters movie came out in the 50s, and me and my mate were watching it, and there was a few things that very quickly we discovered would just not fly in a movie of the current era. One of them is to do with the name of the dog of the that Guy Gibson had. That Guy Gibson was the organizer or the lead pilot of the raid. And you'll soon be able to work out what it was when I tell you that it was a black Labrador. Yeah, you can soon work it out, can't you? In that day and age, that sort of thing flew. Not anymore. But yeah, the first time you become aware of this fact is when a Lank lands and you see a RAF officer holding back this Labrador. Gibson comes to the door and bellows that name at full volume and with no shame whatsoever.
Damn it.
And yeah. And me and my mate are just looking at each other going, wow, different era. Things progressed from there. In as much as the dog gets to follow them to the pub. And whereupon the question is posed, shall we get a few beers for old yeah, and well, yes, but make sure it doesn't have too many. I've got to get him home, you know. And you think, okay, so having gone past racial vilification with barely a dropped hat, we're now progressing to what is in the modern era defined as animal cruelty. Wow.
Wow.
It was comical for all the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
But again, and I believe actually, here's the thing: the dog in question, in actuality, got run over the night of the raids, and he got buried outside at the airbase with a tombstone and the name inscribed. And I believe it was only a few years ago that somebody said, look, do you think maybe we should change the name? And it was a bit Orkies in some ways, but of course, what do you do? I'm not quite sure what they changed it to or how they went about it. I know the grave is still there, but I'm not quite sure what the. I don't think it would be quite the same name. Anyway, now I have pretty much finished the wheel stems.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
I think they look really good, Rob.
Thank you. Now, that we're traveling for time. I reckon I have time enough to get maybe this color on the front wheels. See how we go. If not, that's fine. I can get started on photo etch tomorrow and do some more painting as well. Because, of course, photo etch still needs time to dry. Oh, wow. These are cool. I can get right down to some very funky nitty-gritty on here. Yeah, baby. Tamiya have done a marvelous job of when I've done this first one, I've got to zoom in. It's pretty swish as far as Tamiya's printing and what it's going to allow. Oh, that's okay. We can fix that later. Oh, wow. Go you, Tamiya. I've managed, because it's so cleanly laid out, to actually not do those lower areas, which means when the null oil comes out, that is just going to go kaboom. Well, happy.
A kaboom factor.
The kaboom factor, yes. There was meant to be an earth-shattering kaboom. There's a blast from the past. Years ago, I did this role-playing game. This is back when it was done on boards and dice. And they had different role-playing systems. The one we played in, once you got to a certain level, you could develop what were called spell lists, which is different types of spells in different areas to, do different things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you can work out how that might operate in the game.
Yep.
And one of my characters came up with Toon Law, which was basically a range of spells based on stuff that happened in Warner Brothers cartoons. Right the way from the level 1 ultimatum deliverer, whereby just like you see in the cartoon, the capsule goes over, delivers the ultimatum, and then just drops to the ground. All the way up to the pipe full of fun kit number 7, which is from a cartoon where Daffy Duck is selling various merchandise to both Foghorn Leghorn and the dog, so as he can make money whilst they fuck each other up. And they become aware of this fact because he sells both of them the pipe full of fun kit number 7. And when they're both setting up the trap, they encounter each other, and when they realise that they've been taken for a ride, they set Daffy Duck up for the pipe full of fun kit number 7, which he inevitably walks into and gets the receiving outcome, which is basically get entirely crammed into this bottle about that big.
despicable.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're despicable. Daffy Duck was in many ways one of my favorite character,
Yeah, he was.
because he was always trying so hard to get away with stuff, and it just never quite worked for him.
Kind of like Wile E. Coyote, huh?
Oh yeah.
The Roadrunner was continuously ass fucking him.
Oh yeah. In the biggest way possible.
Oh my god.
Warner Brothers cartoons, they were so good.
Matter of fact, they
Tell
still
you what,
play.
do you reckon? I was going to say another one that wouldn't fly today, Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew, yeah. Pepe Le
Clearly
Pew.
has some kind of distancing issues. Doesn't understand that no means no.
That poor cat had
Dear
a
me.
wang on. He wanted that cat bad, didn't he?
Oh yeah. And even down to when the fight is actually in progress. Do not knock it unless you have tried it. You know? Jesus. Okay. So now what I've done is these wheels. I need obviously to do the tires, but there's the actual wheel rims. So pretty
So
happy
what
with
color
how they've come up.
you do your rims?
So
What
yeah,
color you do your rims?
they are the same color as my undercarriage. That'll be my undercarriage color.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. I ain't thought about that.
So yeah, I'll quickly give a run through of what I've done today, and then you can show what you've done today, Bassman, and then I'll wind the stream up. Now, other stuff I've done today for our viewers, I've done that little spinner thing there. I've done the wheel stems there. I've done those bits there. And, oh yeah. And just put a little bit of more detail on, where is it? There.
Oh wow, yeah. All looking really good, Rob.
Oh, look, there's still a whole lot more detail to go on that, because when the photo etch goes on, the dials will go kaboom.
Oh yeah, well, it'll brighten it right on up.
And I also did, of course, the little button there. Now, I should pretty quickly clean my brush, really, shouldn't I? Before all the shit settles into it. Give me a moment. It's one of these two. No, not that one, clearly. Then why am I even leaving that there? Why don't I just turf that? Deary me, Rob. Deary me. There we go. Just want to get that done so as the paint doesn't start drying in the actual brush, if you follow me. Because that is what we bald men call subpar. Actually, the term my brother and his kids used to use was suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Suboptimal. They were all. My brother was a pathologist, and his son is a doctor.
Oh wow!
And so, of course, in medical terms, yes, the term they would often come out with is suboptimal. Jeff, how you doing? Didn't see you there. You've been building more stuff. That's good. Okay, Bassman, I'm going to give you a bit of solo layout so you can see what you've been doing.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Engine.
I've got my
pretty.
engine.
And that's a nice looking spinner, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good one.
I've done all those electrodes in yellow.
Yeah, nice.
Up to black. Put the back part on it and got it.
Good stuff.
Aluminum and gold.
Yeah, pretty.
Got inside the engine cowl painted green.
Good one.
And I'm working on my wheels and wheel stems. My wheel's a little too shiny. I think I'm going to kind of dirty them up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm going to have to do some research on proper weathering for the Pacific. I'm
That's about all I've done
Considering
today.
putting even a little bit of rust on the wheels.
Yeah.
So we can see how that might roll, you know.
Left the propeller on the engine.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, it's going to look good when it's inside the cow.
Certainly is.
That's why I've been working on the engine, getting it together and painted and weathered.
Yeah, right. Jeff bought a packaged model, but it was missing parts.
I've had that happen as well. That really sucks, man.
Is there how? Like, here's a question, Jeff. How important are the parts in terms of, can you sort of like just nothing up the sleeves and fake something for it, or nice one, Pilot.
Yeah, I've got the base green on him and his boots black. Damn it,
Yeah.
can't see it.
I don't have a Pilot in my kit, although I could potentially look around and see if I can find one spare. But on the other hand, with all because they've got photoetch seat belts, it may be easier or better not to, if you follow me.
Well, with the detail that your Tamiya kit came with, I'm glad mine came with a Pilot kind of add to it, you know, because my detail is nowhere like this.
All righty.
Plane though, it's really nice plane. I mean, it's going together really well.
Well, that's always a good outcome in any circumstance. All righty. Well, I reckon that's us done for today. Yeah. Okay. Well, Jeff's gotten back to us. He's decided he can make the missing parts, but it is a delay. But it's a good. Okay, I see where he's coming from on that one. Yeah.
Well, at least he can make the part for it, you know.
You can make the missing. Yeah, it's just, of course, the delay of having to make the parts, which is a pain in the ass at best.
Yeah.
All righty. Now, that is us done for today. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
I do as well. Thank you, David, and everybody.
And yes, first-time viewers, you know what? There's a button in front of you. It's follow, like, or subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. And so there you go. Just hit that. It's that easy, really. Thank you, David. It's for a farmer on a building. Interesting. Anyway, the tomorrow, other platforms first. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And tomorrow we'll be back. Now, tomorrow I don't have to be anywhere till 10:30, so I can probably go for a bit longer. We shall see how that rolls out. All righty. Our pleasure, David. All right, and we shall catch you tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous.